the field. From the ice to the turf, we'll break it down. Discussing every win and every loss in town. We'll talk about the Canucks and the Lions. We are your irrational fans. We are your irrational fans.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 134 of the Hughes Sports Podcast. I am your host, Jake Hughes, alongside the old man. Old man, how the hell are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, if this is that even better now.
Folks,
Blue
we're going
Jays.
to be distracted. We're watching the baseball game.
Yes, this was bad planning by us. I know it's shocking to hear, but the Blue Jays are now leading the New York Yankees 4-1 in what could be a sweep of the ALDS tonight.
And not just a sweep, but an absolute fucking trouncing. I mean, they beat them 10-1, 13-7, well, 18-7. What was the score of the last game? It was insane.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
And now 4-1. And it's the top of the third.
Top of the third. Still lots of baseball to be played. So
we have runners on second and third with one out.
Yep.
Could be a big inning.
We are not a baseball podcast.
Are we?
Because, well, we could be, but do you want to cover 162 games a year?
No.
No, not even a hesitation. Just no.
No, I can't even pay attention. It was funny. I am, as most people know, last time you saw me, I was in Kamloops heading down to Vancouver, and I went and visited my oldest brother, Rick, who's supposed to be watching. So, Rick, if you're watching and you figured out how to make comments, yeah, you haven't figured it out. Never mind. But he actually watched every single game.
Look, when you're retired, you've got you've got nothing to do at 2:00 in the afternoon on a random Tuesday.
It's just bizarre to me that you can watch my comment was, Rick, you need to get a life. His wife agreed. I have to apologize in advance, folks. I am struggling a little bit today. I've picked up some kind of a little bug.
But we're going to push through it. So if all of a sudden the old man disappears, don't worry. I'll still be here to make it through because I am the host of all hosts. I am the host of the Hughes Sports Podcast.
I think it says host under my name too.
Anyone can write anything in there. I could go in there and change it to being
you see when I send emails to people, it's host/owner.
Oh, technically you do own it. So do I. So co-host/co-owner would be more appropriate, but hey, whatever.
Wow, this is really bright and shiny in my eyes tonight.
Well, stop staring right at the light then.
That's better.
We've been very distracted. Normally we are ready to go right out of the gate. But the baseball game's really distracted us. Honestly, the time hit 7:00. The old man said, "Oh, we got to go live," and I panicked and just hit the button and went with it. Let's talk about
what you want to
Vancouver
talk about.
Canucks.
Are we going to talk about the Canucks?
Because I don't know if you know this, but Thursday night is the home opener, season opener for the Vancouver Canucks, taking on what should be a very tired Calgary team as they're playing back-to-back to open the season.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Nice.
They play Wednesday night, and then we get them Thursday night.
2 more sleeps, and it all starts. How exciting.
I'm a little excited. I was even more excited when the Canucks announced the opening night roster.
Yes.
Lots of, obviously your veterans, your Garlands, Bessers, Sherwoods, Bluger's going to be on there, but to me, there are a few big surprises and a couple names that I'm not surprised at based off of training camp.
Well, yeah.
The big one, of course, is Braeden Cootes. He will be the first player in 35 years to be 18 and lace up a pair of skates for the Vancouver Canucks.
Who was the other 18-year-old that laced up a pair of skates for the Vancouver Canucks?
Well, there's been a handful. There have been a handful, but it's been 35 years.
Who was
35 years ago? It was Peter Nedved.
Yes.
And
What?
2 years before that, it was some guy named Trevor Linden.
Who is that guy?
Yeah.
Who's that guy? That's where I'm getting a kick out of everybody. With the last two 18-year-olds, 35 plus, whatever it was, 40 plus years ago, that Trevor laced them up at 18. Saying Braeden Cootes, I don't know how many games he's going to get in. Yeah, it's a different NHL now than it was back then. I agree. But what? This kid, I watched him live. The kid can fly. He's not afraid to get in the corner and mix it up.
And he's not a big guy either. Like it's not like he's physically intimidating, but the play, and I'm going to break down a play. I got a new tool here for the podcast. So I'm going to break down a play.
Folks, I apologize in advance. This is going to drive, we're going to end up being a 4-hour podcast because Jake's going to break down every single play of every single game, just like the freaking nerd he is.
I wish I had time to do that. I wish with my entire life that I could sit down and just go, I'm going to watch every single shift of Braeden Cootes and break down everything. But hearing from Patrick Alvin and Adam Foote and the coaching staff, like, not only did he play his way into a roster spot and a more than likely opening day lineup spot, but his IQ is what's gotten him there. It's not.
Yes.
It's not. You can teach players how to take a step different ways or skate a little bit faster. Not that he needs to, but his IQ is already at an elite playmaking level for preseason levels.
Yes.
And let's not forget the fact that vets don't always care too much about preseason.
Well, you're right.
So I think, again, I was saying it before we went live here, I would not be surprised if he only gets 9 games and gets sent down. I also wouldn't be surprised if he plays 65 games this year.
Yeah.
And anything in between. So it's definitely an interesting dynamic to have. Another couple names that I'm really happy are on the team. Jonathan Lekkerimäki. Glad he's able to make that step up.
Yes.
Linus Karlsson and Arshdeep Bains.
Yeah.
All three of them obviously were part of the Calder Cup winning Abbotsford Canucks last year.
Yeah.
Really great to be able to get them pushing for a roster spot and a lineup spot.
Remember when they won the cup and you and I had said, isn't it going to be great to have these young kids coming up onto the Canucks and they're going to have that winning edge about them? They're going to have that high still from winning the Calder Cup, bringing it into the locker room. Hopefully it becomes infectious.
Yeah. And comments today, didn't have a chance to listen to them all. So I didn't want to play them, but kind of the highlights of Patrick Alvin's media session today was that this locker room is unified, and it's really the leadership group that's really brought these guys together, from someone like Evander Kane to Braeden Cootes and everyone in between.
Yes.
Being able to make those everything work together, which is fantastic.
They had Kane mic'd up during a scrimmage game, blue against white scrimmage game. And it was really cool to hear his, I want to call it banter, but his, the way he talks to the kids and the way he was literally coaching from the bench. It was kind of cool. I was like, oh, hopefully that continues.
Well, and I mean, for the last preseason game, the game you were at, it was Kane and the kids.
Yeah.
Right? So maybe that's, again, I was thinking originally, okay, he'd be up with Pettersson and Besser, right? Move DeBrusque to the second line, kind of spread out your scoring.
Yeah.
But though Pettersson, DeBrusque, and Besser have been really tied together, which makes sense. Put your top 3 players together and hope they all figure it out.
Yeah.
Maybe this role for Kane is exactly what we need as an organization.
Right.
Someone who can come in and say, look, I made all the mistakes when I was 18 years old.
I know him.
I know what not to do, and I know what to do.
Yeah.
And not just that, but look, I might not love Evander Kane's style of play, but he's made an NHL career out of it.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's how many years now is he in?
Too many to count.
Yeah. So, I mean, again, I'm trying not to get too excited, but I loved what I saw on Friday night. Yeah, it was a preseason game. Yeah, it was against Edmonton, but Edmonton had all their starters out there. It wasn't like McDavid and Draisaitl weren't playing.
Yeah.
Everybody was playing, and we held our own.
Sorry, Kane. This is his 18th season.
Yeah,
in the
right.
NHL. Not only did we hold our own, I mean, again, it's preseason, so the lineup might have been 100% NHL players. Was the effort 100% there? I think for a couple periods it was.
Yeah.
But we didn't give up. Like, you talk about that winning attitude, and we talked about it before a couple years ago when the Canucks made their kind of out of nowhere run.
Yes.
They don't know, the kids especially don't know they're not supposed to be as good as they are.
Exactly.
So as long as they're given the freedom and the availability to run with it, I'm not going to hold my breath. I'm not going to say we have a chance to go on a big run here, but anything's possible with this type of team.
Yes. It'll be, let's everybody needs to take a deep breath and see what happens in December.
Yeah, 100%.
Where are we at the end of December?
And we could be talking Cootes back in the dub, a trade that happened to get us a second line center, and we could still be in that positive vibe.
Could be so much.
There's so many different possibilities that can happen.
Yeah. Who does
and
Cootes play for? Seattle?
Say that one more time, sorry?
Who does Cootes play for? Is it Seattle?
Seattle Thunderbirds, yes.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay.
In talking about that kind of, and we talked about it before, but Dom Lucian from The Athletic put out his predictions for all 32 teams. I'm going to bring them up on the screen here if I can remember how to do that and go to the right one.
Rod, I know you're probably going to be watching the replay of this. This is the part that drives me crazy. Everybody's got to put out a prediction. What's every team going to do?
So Dom Lucian has been doing this for a handful of years, and it's based off of immaculate data.
Immaculate data. Did you say immaculate?
Yes. Very amazing data based off of like thousands and thousands of data points.
Points.
Do you not know what a data point is? Do you need me to explain how data works?
Carry on.
He has the Vancouver Canucks finishing with 90 points.
Out of a playoff spot.
51% chance to make the playoffs.
But 90 points wouldn't get us anywhere near the playoffs, would it?
The last couple years, 90. What was it last year? Let me pull this up.
Didn't the Flames finish with 94 and they didn't make the playoffs?
I don't know.
Yeah, I believe, if my memory is correct.
So last year, the Canadiens made the playoffs with 91 points. The Devils made the playoffs with 91 points.
No, we're talking in the West here, buddy.
Yes, I understand that, but it's not.
It's the West. It's different than the East.
I understand that, but the West has gotten a lot weaker than
You think so?
It was last year. I wholeheartedly believe so.
So what was the West?
So the Canucks finished with 90 points last year. The Flames finished with 96.
Oh, I was wrong. It was 2 points higher. It was 96.
Yeah, the Blues finished with 96 points, and they were the last team to make the playoffs in the West.
Okay, so at 90 points, the chances of us making the playoff are pretty much zero, if that prediction is right.
Yes, and just because like the way the model works, it's not saying 90 points is a 51% chance to make the playoffs. There's so many variables with how volatile this team has been over the last few years that 90 points could be 107 or 82.
Exactly. It's I love the beginning of the season because everybody has an opinion, just like a belly button or an arsehole. Everybody has one, and most of the time it's completely useless.
Well, and I was going to say at the beginning of the year, everyone is off on an even foot. But as we're recording this, or as we're going live here,
Panthers.
the Blackhawks have already lost their first game of the season. So,
what was the final score in that one?
3-2.
Okay.
Yeah.
I said Rod probably wouldn't be watching because he will be at the Panthers game, of course, covering the Florida Panthers.
He's probably back home now because that game started at 2 p.m. Pacific time.
Yeah, I mean, it's 9:17. I don't know. I mean, he hangs out in the dressing room now and does all his stuff, so it's hard to say.
Fair. What is your gut prediction on how the Canucks will do this year?
I honestly think we squeak into the playoffs. That's the old man predicts. I think we're going to get 100 points and we get into the playoffs. It'll be a squeaker. It'll be like the last couple of games get us in there. Or there's three options. There's three real options, and only three in my books.
Yeah.
We finished with 110 points, and we're finished top of our division.
Yep.
Or close to the top of our division. Or we finish with 100 points and just barely squeak into the playoffs.
Like
or we're hoping for a lottery.
When you say squeak in the playoffs, I'm assuming you mean like one of the wild card spots.
Yes.
So my big thing is I agree. The volatility of this team and the so many unknowns, it's all over the place. But we're better than on paper, we're better than the Ducks. We're better than the Flames. The Oilers are better than us. The Kings have gotten dramatically worse and older. The Sharks are still very young, so I feel like we're better than the Sharks. The Kraken are in the murky middle. And the Golden Knights are better than us. To me, that puts us in third.
Right?
To me, that puts us comfortably in third.
That's where we should be.
And I find it hard for us to... I could see us finishing with 93 points and finishing third in the Pacific Division and making playoffs that way. Having the two wild card spots go to the Central Division.
Very, very could be. Yeah.
That's just my gut, where it's just like, just looking at again, I'm not an expert in this, but it's just years of watching hockey. This is where I feel like it's going to end up.
I mean, just watching what I did on, and I honestly haven't watched a lot of the preseason. I don't usually watch preseason because it really means nothing in the bigger picture. But because I was in town, I decided I was going to go to the game. And I liked what I saw. I liked the hustle. I liked the grind. Well, there's a few things where I was like, oh, God, here we go again. Chaos Giraffe being number one. Yes, Miss D, Chaos Giraffe, with being chaotic at times. But I have to admit, his shot, I don't know where this has come from in the last couple of years, but it's just getting better and better.
But to be fair, like if you go back to early Tyler Myers, that was his game.
But then he got away from it.
I wonder if it's, did he get away from it, or was he told to get away from it?
Yeah, it could be coaching. It
Could
very
be,
much
hey,
could be.
hey, you're a defensive defenseman right now. That's what we need from you. We don't need you dipsy doodling in the offensive zone.
Right?
And with Talkit and now Foot being like, hey, if you have an opportunity, rip it, go for it.
Shoot the puck.
But in you talking about the game that you went to,
Yes.
and I mentioned it before because I did get a new tool for the podcast here.
We didn't break that down yet.
No, we haven't. So I'm opening it up. Give me 1 second here. I've got many different things I need to do to make this work, and it's not working the way I want it to because I hit the wrong button. Give me 1 second. 1 second.
Folks, it really does work. I saw it. I saw it.
It does work if I hit the right buttons.
I was kind of impressed
works.
by it.
So this is the goal
at the end of the first.
At the end of the first from Lekkerimäki.
What a shot!
So first thing. Oh, that's why.
What the heck are you showing people?
Is it back?
Yeah, it's back.
Okay. So, first thing, there's two things I want to highlight on this, and this is the reason why I chose this play to kind of break out this tool. Watch Lekkerimäki.
Watch him.
He's the goal scorer here. What's going to happen is we're on the power play. We've got 12 seconds left. The puck's kind of up in the air, kind of in this general area. It's going to get cleared out to Hronek, and watch the way Lekkerimäki opens up his skates and opens up his stick to accept that pass, be able to get it back in, knowing that they've only got 12 seconds left on the power play. Right? So that puck's up in the air, bounces down, gets cleared out. And right here, look at this. These guys here are still coming out of the zone, but Lekkerimäki's opened up his body to be able to get that pass in right away, which again sets up the goal that he's able to score.
Shoots it around.
And then this is the fun part, because if you watch Cootes here, number 80, just watch everything he does has complete intention. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, he just kind of jammed his stick in there. And then I saw the replay and went, oh, no, that he's watching exactly what he's doing, and he's able to play that puck to himself. So the puck kind of goes in, he gets in, pushes it through the legs, and then backhands it to Lekkerimäki, who wastes no time getting that shot off.
It was insane.
Like, just less than a second to get that shot off. Sorry, what did you say?
A perfect pass.
And it was from his backhand.
Yes.
It's one of those plays. He's got someone leaning on him. He's got pressure from all areas, and he makes what looks like a very easy play.
Yes.
What he makes looks like a very easy play. Well, that's a very complicated and high IQ play that leads to that goal.
Definitely does. I agree.
But yeah.
Nice breakdown, by the way.
Thank you. I'm going to try to do one breakdown a week.
I'm
going to try to limit it to one breakdown a week. Whether it's football or hockey, I'm going to try to limit it to one a week. But it's a fun tool to play with.
It is a cool tool.
Anything else you want to talk about in the world of Canucks land?
No,
hockey?
but let's get it going, man. I want to watch games. I want to, even though I won't be around Thursday to watch the game, because I had prior commitments from months ago. But
the season release was, I think, before these plans came out. So I'm
just saying. Sometimes your daughter has to come first, Jake. It's okay. I still love you too.
It's fine. It's fine by me. I get to watch the game in peace and quiet. So, the only other thing that I want to touch on is in the opening roster set, Pierre-Olivier Joseph, who's going to be our 7th defenseman, was on the team, and he has been retroactively put on IR with an injury. And
do we know what injury?
He was dealing with something, and my brain is telling me I want to say lower body, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, so they're not saying. Okay.
Yeah. It's too early in the season to be saying anything specifics.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, Victor Mancini gets the call up, meaning he will probably be the 7th defenseman for the season opener.
Oh,
But
okay.
you do need that player on the roster just in case there is a knock on wood, an injury that happens in practice or in game day skates leading up to that.
Yeah.
You need that defenseman to be able to jump in. So
Right, exactly.
but
So
let's
who
talk about
takes his place?
sorry?
Who will take his place?
Whose place?
The kid
P.O.
that
Jones? That's Victor Mancini.
Mancini steps in.
Yeah, because he's the one who was he got originally sent down to Abbotsford for the roster set.
Right.
But anything else in the world of hockey that you want to talk about?
No, I'm good to go.
Okay, let's talk about the week that was in the CFL. Because you were at the only game on Friday. We had an abbreviated week.
I wasn't at the game on Friday. I was at the game on Saturday.
Was there only?
There was only 3 games this week.
Right. Just why did I think my brain is so mushy today? The Saturday game was the Riders. I had it backwards. I had, for some reason, in my brain, I had Stamps and Lions on Friday and Riders Red Blacks on Saturday.
Oh, gotcha. It was Riders on Friday, was it not?
Yes. Friday was the Saskatchewan Roughriders going in to take on the Ottawa Red Blacks, and the Riders pulling out a 20-13 victory in this game.
Yes. Didn't look overly good, I'll say, for the Riders. Yeah. But they won. I guess that's all that really matters. But
a win's a win.
They are not the powerhouse they were to start the season. Again, since Labor Day, they seem to they're going this way.
Yeah.
Even though they've won a few in there, I find that they're not performing to what they did in the first half of the season. Pre-Labor Day.
100% agree. It feels like they're, I don't want to say coasting, but almost coasting off of, well, we've clinched a playoff spot. We don't need to do much more. And it's like, there's a lot at stake still.
There's first place at stake still. Nothing's locked up yet. There's a scenario where Calgary, BC, or the Riders can finish in first place with 3 games left on the schedule.
Same with the Bombers, correct? Can the Bombers?
Yeah, I don't think so because
I don't know about
beat the Bombers too many times.
Yeah, I was gonna say it would come down to a tie break situation.
Yeah.
So, and then we have. Sorry, anything else on that game?
No.
Red Blacks.
No.
Red Blacks have officially been eliminated from playoff contention.
Yes.
The next game, the early game on Saturday, had a lot of playoff implications.
Lots.
Because the Ticats went into Toronto and is demolished the right word? Would this be a motorboating?
This would be a motorboating.
Because the Ticats won by a score of 47-29. Yeah, and as we talked about last week, Bo Levi and the Ticats came out mad.
Yeah.
They were pissed about the not being able to put up any majors against the Bombers and took it out on the poor Argonauts.
Yes, they did. It was predicted. Of course, I predicted the Ticats win. So now I guess it comes down to now the crossover is active.
Yes. So with this result, the Argonauts have officially been eliminated from playoffs, right. Meaning one of the Bombers, Stampeders, or Lions will cross over. I don't think the Riders can cross over.
No, they've locked up a playoff position, first, second, or third, I believe. Yes. Yeah, they're worst they could finish is third.
Yeah, because if 100%.
Yeah. It was funny because I was asked on the Rod Peterson show on my weekly appearance on last week, if you could have any 2 teams in the Grey Cup, which 2 teams would be best for the league? Now, it was really important to hear the wording of that.
Best for the league.
And I said, Bombers crossing over, winning out in the East, coming home to face Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
That would be what would be best for the league. Yeah, they'd probably have to call in the National Guard and a few Army members and SWAT and a whole bunch of others.
Honestly, I could see them rearranging the seating for the Grey, and I'm not even joking, rearranging the seating for their Grey Cup, and much like a college game, and have home side, away side, which technically the away side is the home side. But yes.
That would be something. Now, obviously, being the irrational fans that I am, I want to see my BC Lions take it from the West and get in there, especially with us being able to go to the game and to go to the as with full press credentials, go to the Grey Cup. I think it would be very cool to have the Lions there, obviously. But
100%.
As far as excitement and putting butts in the seats, somebody said, "Oh, the best one would be Lions and Montreal," and I'm like, "What? In what universe do you think Montreal and the Lions would put butts in the seat in Winnipeg?" Not happening.
From a TV viewership perspective, I think Toronto, Montreal would be your best viewership numbers.
Yes.
Butts in seats, I think it's going to be sold out no matter what. It's Winnipeg.
Yeah.
What do you have to do in Winnipeg in November other than be attacked by the snow?
And freeze your butt off in the stadium.
Yeah. So I understand that argument for it, because when you said Riders and Bombers, it's removing the eastern half of the of Canada.
I don't think it would as far as viewership goes, because everybody would want to see what goes on. There would be such a massive buildup in the week that follows the Western Final and the Eastern Final that it would be so intriguing that I think every football fan in Canada and the U.S. would be so hyped up with this one that it would probably break records for viewership, to be honestly.
I mean, and we could see it. It would have to be the first time that a Western team has crossed over and won a game, let alone two.
No, they have won. It has happened where a Western team has crossed over and won in the semifinal, but never gotten past the finals.
All right.
Yes.
And before we jump into the game that you were in, the Saturday night game,
the Gravy Bowl.
The Gravy Bowl. Yesterday, in relation to this, Argos announced that Nick Arbuckle has been shut down for the rest of the season. This has large impacts on our BC Lions because...
But does it?
Because the Argos play the Riders and Stampeders.
Now, who will play in Toronto? Who's healthy enough to play?
Jarrett Doge will start the next game, confirmed by Toronto.
Really? I figured the name that we're not going to, the QB we won't be naming, might get in.
Nope. It doesn't.
Really interesting.
Again, I'm going by Farhanology reporting, which is very, very accurate and good.
So if he hasn't gotten in, he's done. He'll never play another down.
I don't think
quarterback that's not going to be mentioned.
I don't agree with that. I think if they're going, I mean, if you're going to shut down Arbuckle, you're not going to put in someone who's
why not
if he's not at 100%. I'm saying,
yeah.
If he's still rehabbing, I could see him starting next year.
Yeah,
but I don't see a point in putting him in unless he was 100%.
Yeah, get some reps in.
Yeah. Okay, then we have the game that the old man was at, because I had my games literally all backwards. So
he did.
The old man was at the Gravy Bowl with the Upper Bowl opened in BC Place Stadium,
which really didn't need to be open. There wasn't that many fans in the Upper Bowl, and the fans that were in the Upper Bowl could have fit down in the Lower Bowl. with the empty seats in the lower bowl. There was 29,000, just under 29,000 announced attendance for the game.
That's still huge. That's still big numbers.
Still a good number. It's not a bad number. Everybody's like, oh, BC Place was half empty. Yeah, you sell out at 32.
60,000.
We are at 30. Come on. Grab a drink.
I was gonna say it's also a 60,000 seat arena. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
but our BC Lions went on to win by a score of 38-24, which puts us
in a firm
ahead of the Stamps in case of a tiebreak situation.
Yes, and it puts us in a second place with a firm grip on second place by a game. And mind you, now both Calgary and Winnipeg have a game in hand on us, which will take place this week because BC has the bye this week. What a game. What a game. I said before the game that Rourke had to come out and throw for over 350 to 400 yards. And once again, he did, I think it was 414. It was insane. It was
414.
I know it was. Why would you question me?
You said I think. I had to confirm.
I have watched a lot of football over my 60 years. I've seen a lot of really, really freaking elite quarterbacks from Flutie, Damon Allen, Lancaster. I could go on and on and on and name names. And telling you, this kid he's a step above. He's playing 3D chess. Everybody else is playing fucking marbles. It's insane. They're not even on the same, it's two different games.
Yeah.
The way he can read a defense. And you see him and we were sitting at the 40-ish yard line and far enough up that you could see the play develop. And you could literally see him reading the defense before every play. It was phenomenal to watch. And for him to be able to pick apart a defense the way he did. And let's face it, the Stamps have one of the best defenses in the league.
I was just going to say that. Is it's not like it's a bad defense or a mediocre defense. It's probably, I would say, top two in the CFL this year.
And he was able to get under their skin early and throw them off their game. And they were constantly adjusting to his adjustments that he's adjusting to their adjustments to their. It's it's so different. You watch it on TV and it's one thing. You watch it live and he's just he threw an interception. And this what really, really showed me. He threw a really bad interception. It was not a well-thrown ball.
Yeah.
And he came back to the bench and he was so mad at himself. He wasn't mad at his receivers, 4-down Bo. He was mad at himself for tossing that interception. And I was like, yes, this is what you call passion. This is why he's as good as he is. It's amazing to me. It just blows my mind.
Well, and I really want to know what that relationship is like with Buck Pierce.
Oh,
I want to just be on a fly in a room while they're talking when they're breaking down film.
Yes.
Because both of them have that great ability to be able to break things down, understand, and adjust.
Yes.
Nathan is at that next level of being able to not just adjust, but also pick apart he'll see everything, the play will go off, and everything goes to shit, and he's still able to get out from the pocket and make plays. It's
baffling to me. It's
honestly,
I was watching the Monday night game last night, Mahomes.
Yeah.
Twins.
Yeah.
Literal fucking twins. It is uncanny how much those two are so alike. And I watched most of the game last night, which I usually don't. But I was home and I was watching. Anyways, all I can do was compare the two. And the twirls, the bouncing off people, the smacking away of people, they're on the same level. That's how good they are.
Yeah. It's one of those things where there's not even a comparable in the CFL right now to Rourke.
No.
And yes, we're rational fans, but the numbers he's putting up is ridiculous.
500, close to another 500-yard game.
Yeah. And
Right?
he's running for touchdowns and he's throwing for touchdowns.
It's
One thing I do want to highlight is this defense has and we talked about it early this year in what's our defensive coordinator's name?
Benavides. No.
Yeah, Mike Benavides.
Mike Benavides.
I called for his head earlier this year.
You did.
Whatever he's done
Many have.
Whatever he's done since that first bye has worked. Everything has kind of clicked a game after that bye.
Well, three things he did. Really two. Because the first one is two things. He brought in 2 American players for the ends, defensive ends, and they have been phenomenal. And then he brought TJ Lee back in.
Yep.
And that you could see that leadership in the backfield with TJ Lee there. There's no more pointing. There's no more. Remember, we brought it up many times in the first half of the season where I'm like, they're driving me nuts. The defense is pointing at each other. Whether was your guy. No, they're not doing that now. And I watched specifically for that in this game, and they were high-fiving each other.
Yeah.
It was amazing. They've got it together. They have, as I said, Calgary and the Riders are going this way. BC is on a straight up,
honestly,
jets on, full freaking G-force. They're cooking on all cylinders right now.
Both, and again, we are Lions fans. We're irrational towards them, but the Bombers have also been on a straight up line.
Yes,
basically since Labor Day. So I feel like every year we say, oh, it always comes down to the last week. I don't remember a time where first through fourth has been within 2 games of each other, 3 games of each other.
It's insane.
And any of those teams could finish first, and 3 of the 4 could finish in fourth and
now
still make the playoffs.
Let's not get it. The Riders have a freaking stranglehold on first place.
Yes.
Their magic number is 1. They just have to win 1 game, or one of us have to lose 1 game.
Yeah,
and they're there.
All of us need to lose 1 game.
I don't think so. I think because they've beat the Stamps twice and they beat the Winnipeg twice, the best they can do is tie the Riders. And so it's literally their magic number is 1 game. They have to win 1 or we have to lose 1.
And they're playing the Nick Arbuckle-less, going with a backup QB this week.
Yes. So let's hope. You know what? This is what I hope for. I hope we keep it in our own hands and we win out and we finish. I'll be fine finishing second and not taking the bye and having a home playoff game. That place will be rocking. It was so loud, Jake. Angela has been to many games in Regina.
Yep.
She was like, oh my God. Her phone buzzed. She has an iPhone. Her phone buzzed a few times saying the decibel levels were too loud. And that wasn't from the music or anything. That was from the crowd. And it wasn't just me. That was the crowd going crazy. It's such a cool atmosphere to be in because BC fans are very intelligent. And I know I'm a biased fan. But if you listen to a BC game, they will be as loud as possible when the opposing team is on offense. And when we go to offense, that's quiet.
It's something that always makes me laugh. I ref amateur football. I talked about it a lot. When teams or parents start making lots of noise when the offense comes out, I'm like, no, shut up. Your receivers are going to get confused.
But they do.
They're kids.
They do it in Calgary too. They're always loud. It's just if they're going to be loud, they're always loud. And I'm like, okay, this is funny. It's a different atmosphere in BC. I mean, BC Place is just a phenomenal place to watch a game. Yeah. I forgot how much fun BC Place is to watch a game. They had a gravy bowl prior to the game. They had both presidents. They had Jay McNeil and Dwayne Vigneault, I think that's how you say his last name, both up carving turkeys for the crowd. They actually carved the turkeys, and then people were coming up and grabbing it, and we all
That's
got free
awesome.
turkey and potatoes and gravy. It was awesome. DJ playing on Terry Fox, $5 beer. Life was good.
And like that's the way you need to be doing it to bring fans in.
Calgary,
Because
Jay, I want you to pay attention what happened there. Figure it out. Figure out how you guys can put on a party in the parking lot and have a beer gardens there and serve $5 beer. You're going to get that college crowd. You're right at the university. You're going to get that university crowd. If you can guarantee them $5 beer, they're going to be there for a Friday night, Thursday night, Saturday night game. Guarantee it. That's what Winnipeg did.
Yeah. And the big thing is you go and you have a good time, and you make, like, to me, university, you make them $20 if you've got a university ID or state ID or Mount Royal, whatever, like a college or university ID, $25 tickets.
Even like, hell, give the tickets away for the first couple games, right?
But that's my point, is you give them away for $20 for one game or two games,
yes,
right? You turn it into a party atmosphere, and then it's like, oh, well, we had a lot of fun. Well, we had a lot of fun with that. Why don't we go again?
Those kids are loud, and they ruined the game. They're
Good.
loud.
Good. These are the same people who we can't have any change in the league,
right? No, BC's got it going on. Doman knows what he's doing. It was really cool. They retired number 56, Solomon Aluminum Ely meaning Solomon's jersey was retired, and it was cool. L. Wilson was there to induct him into the Wall of Fame, and they actually retired his number 56. Something teams don't do a lot of anymore is retire a number.
I was gonna say, in football, I don't know of too many retired numbers. Yeah, I didn't say I didn't know any. I said I didn't know too many.
No, I could probably count on one hand how many BC Lions numbers have been. I don't even know. Like, it's not a lot. Huge respect for that man. Well spoken. It was good. It was a great halftime ceremony. I stayed in my seat to watch it.
So there are 11 BC Lions who have their numbers
retired. There you go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Make that 11. Yeah, 11 with.
That's what you said. Yeah.
Okay. G-Roy, Brent Johnson, Jamie Terrace.
Yes.
Louis Pasaglia, Alan Wilson, Jim Young, Bai Bailey.
Yes.
Norm Fieldgate, Willie Fleming, and Joe Cap.
Makes sense. Most of those players now, they haven't retired a number since Louis Pasaglia then. No,
G-Roy.
G-Roy.
G-Roy and Brent Johnson.
Brent Johnson would have been after?
No, before.
Before Lou?
No, sorry. Brent Johnson was after Lou, and then G-Roy Simon was after Brent Johnson.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. So, but that's been, G-Roy retired in 2012. I think his number was retired probably 2013, 2014. So it's been 11 years.
Yes, exactly. It's been a long time. They don't do it just for a whim, but this guy deserved it. The only player to ever win the Player of the Year as a defensive player.
He was so impressive when he first
talk about playing 3D chess while everybody else is picking their he was that good.
Him and Big Hill, Team 100, it was ridiculous. And then it was Team 100 for a couple of years, and then they brought in Awe, who wore 0.
Yes.
As a linebacker, and kept it as Team 100. One of those weird things where it's like they brought in a third person and it stayed the same thing.
Exactly.
Anything else about the game you want to talk about before we move on?
Good game. Well played. Love BC Place. Can't wait to go back and watch another game next year.
There we go. And now it is time for everyone's favorite segment, Old Man Predicts.
time for the old man predictions. How well did he do? Do-do-da, do-dee-do.
That's right, everyone. It is time for the old man predicts. How well did he do? Do-dee-da, do-dee-do. And let me tell you, the old man went a perfect 3-0 this week, bringing his record after 18 weeks.
Oh, did you blow it again?
And 29. I forgot to update what week it was we were on. 40 and 29, which, based off of how chaotic the earlier part of the season was, that's a very respectable record.
Yes.
But we've got another week ahead of us. 4 games, because there's only one team with the bye this week, on 3 different days, because it is Canadian Thanksgiving this weekend. So we have a Monday game.
A Monday game for sure.
A Monday morning game. We'll talk about that when we get there.
Yeah.
To start it, Friday, we have the Toronto Argonauts taking on the Saskatchewan Roughriders. The Roughriders are a 10.5 point favorites.
$10.5 points.
10.5 points.
What is their percentage for winning?
Implied win probability is 83% chance of winning.
Okay, I'll take them.
Then Saturday, we have 2 games. The early game will be the Calgary Stampeders taking on the Hamilton Tiger Cats. And the Tiger Cats are a 2.5 point favorite.
Wow. I'm going to take the Ticats. I think they need to continue winning. Even though they have they locked up first? No, they haven't.
I don't know. Let me take a look here.
I think if I look,
no, if they win this, I believe they'll have locked up because I believe they hold the tiebreaker over
6, and Alouettes are 8 and 7, so they still have to win. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Hamilton on this one.
And then we have the Saturday nightcap, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers taking on the Edmonton Elks. The Bombers have a 3.5 point spread.
I think I'm going to take the underdogs on this one. I'm going to take the home team.
I'm going to take the Elks.
I'm going to take the Elks. I think the Elks still have a chance to play spoiler. If not, still get in there if they can beat Winnipeg. So if there's a scenario where Winnipeg doesn't make the playoffs and the Elks crossover,
or even the Stampeders.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. I'd be shocked at that result, but I mean, Elks have shocked us multiple times this year. So
multiple.
And then we have the Monday morning game at 10 a.m. Pacific time. The Ottawa Redblacks taking on the Montreal Alouettes.
I guess it makes sense because it is Thanksgiving Monday. People do still, not everybody has their turkey on Sunday. Some people still have their turkey on Monday. So you want to have the game over by the time dinner time arrives. So I guess it makes sense to be that early in the morning. So I mean, it's in Montreal, so it's 1:00 start there, right? So
yeah,
it's an afternoon game.
So my only thought is that you have a Monday nighter that starts at 5:15,
right?
Mountain time, so 4:15 Pacific.
Yeah.
Would you not want to line that up so it literally goes CFL right into the NFL?
Well, you're pretty close.
You're off by a couple hours.
But pregame starts way before that. So, and people watch that shit, Jake.
You have 4 TSN channels. Set TSN 2 and 4 to have the pregame. Have 1 and 3 be your CFL lead-in. Again, I'm okay leaving a half hour, 45-minute chunk.
Yeah,
I don't mind lead in, but that would be that's my only issue is just a couple hours later.
No, I think 1:00 because then you're getting into turkey time if you go a couple hours later. But
people are going to be going to the game or wanting to watch a game are going to and are making a point have already arranged that they're doing turkey dinner on Sunday.
Right, but some of them are still going to have turkey dinner on Monday. So.
Yeah.
It makes a difference. And this is a good one to really push down on the U.S.
Yes.
Right? It could be a very good game. No, it's not. It's Ottawa versus Montreal. I'm trying to hype it up, but
The Owls are a 13-point favorite.
yeah, I'm taking the Owls.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't try to do a Sunday game. I still think they should go back to do 2 Friday, 2 Saturday rather than having a Monday game. But what do I know? I'm just an idiot who has an opinion.
That's right. Everybody has one.
Yep, and sometimes they stink.
And you're our asshole. Boom, boom, boom. Wrestling.
So for week 19, the old man has predicted that the Saskatchewan Roughriders, Hamilton Tigercats, Edmonton Elks, and the Montreal Alouettes will be your winners.
All home teams I took. I didn't even look at that till now. It wasn't a cognitive thought, but it is.
No, I mean, there's 2 games that are just, you'd be silly to not pick the home team.
Yeah.
And then again, you took the underdog that's a home team. So
that's the only one of the underdog that I took. So
yeah.
I'm confident in that one. It's Cody Fajardo, man. Death, taxes, and Cody Fajardo. Winning.
All right. And you know what is next?
What? Oh, we're not done.
We're not done because the old man also predicts the Vancouver Canucks. Now, if you're new to the show, we do this differently where he doesn't predict the result or each game. He just predicts how many wins are the Canucks going to get this week. So we have 3 games this week. The Flames at home.
We play the Flames at home.
The Oilers on the road. And then the Blues at home.
We're going to win 2 of those 3 games. I predict that we will beat the Flames and we'll beat the Blues and we'll lose in overtime to the Oilers again. Well, we beat them in overtime. We'll go to overtime, but this time we'll lose. I'm going to say 2.
Perfect. I'm just writing that in here. So the man predicts for hockey that the Canucks will get 2 wins this week. And we'll follow
up. And now, folks,
week.
When we predict hockey, I don't get 2 points for that. I get 1.
So however many weeks there are in a hockey season.
The end of whatever, how many weeks we have in hockey, it'll be, we need to make sure Jake doesn't mess this up. And if there's this many weeks, we should have this many points.
You know what? You calculate how many weeks there are, and I'll make sure that we're on track.
Yeah, I'm going to keep track this year. Last year, folks, if you didn't watch last year, I know we have lots of new viewers and new listeners. Last year, Jake messed this up so drastically. Sometimes he was giving me 4. It was like if anybody's old wrestling fan, when Goldberg used to go on his streak.
Is like the fifth.
This is what happened. Don't talk over the old man. This is how it works. It's like Goldberg was had 2 wins. The following week he'd have 9 wins. The following week he had 30-0 wins. It was that's why Jake had me losing though.
Again, this is like the 5th time you've brought up Goldberg in 5 weeks. I think you have a crush on him. It's baffling to me. We messed up because you took time off and never got me what your picks were. So I had to give a whole bunch of zeros to you.
That's not true. He's lying, folks.
It's all on the record. Go back and watch it.
There's no record.
And then there was one week where we had like a missing episode. So I'll take blame for the missing episode week, but
that was Christmas.
Yeah, that was World Juniors.
We even recorded the episode. Jake just didn't play it.
Yep, 100%. That's exactly what happened. So
dumbass.
But if you have nothing, old man,
look at the time.
I know we're wrapping up almost like we are professionals.
Did we tell everybody about, speaking of being professional? Did we tell everybody the big news?
That you're going to the Grey Cup?
But we didn't tell them the big news because we just got that. Oh, yes, we did. We told him last week. Never mind. Carry on.
When you get up to that 60 years old, your brain starts to go. It's 8 o'clock. It's almost past his bedtime. So with that, have yourselves a wonderful week. Enjoy the MLB playoffs. Enjoy the CFL figuring out their things. God damn, I hate the fucking Yankees. Fucking hate the Yankees. Tie game.
Did
Time to
they
go watch.
just tie it up?
They just tied it up.
Jesus.
And enjoy
Oh, hold on.
the NHL
Oh, yeah,
season
it was.
kickoff. Have yourselves a great week. Mwah. Please like and subscribe.